All right, so I want to give you guys a prime example of how to get 4,000 watch hours in your whole YouTube career. So we are on our way to Whole Foods, which a lot of you guys know it's a very organic marketplace, right, baby? Mm-hmm. It's a very organic grocery store. And the whole reason why we're going is because my wife wants to buy this fruit snack that is like a frozen sour berries or fruits, whatever it is. And they're cherries, and honestly, they are good, but you can only find them at the bougie grocery stores, like Sprouts. All right, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go look for that thing. And I was like, you know what? Might as well document it, because if you really think about it, that is a way to gain 4,000 watch hours on your YouTube channel. Like I've said in all of my other videos, you just need to create content. Just provide that entertainment value. I don't care if you're shopping for your dog. If you provide, any entertainment, that is content. I was like, you know what? We're gonna go to Whole Foods. We're gonna go look for that snack, and then we're gonna go to Walmart because I want to go look for some kettlebells. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna document it, and this is what I was talking about. This is content that you guys can just record. Like, I don't care if you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. If you just record all of this content, this is stuff that people might want to see because they're interested in other people's lives. And you know what? I'll just bring you guys along with me. So let's just go. Let's search up Whole Foods. The only nearby one is in Long Beach.
How far is it?
It's 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a 15-minute drive. I don't think I'm going to show much of us driving. Like, I just want to be able to provide the value instantly. So I'm not going to bore you guys with my driving content, even though, it's something normal. Let's just go, and you know what? I'll just see you guys when we arrive over there. All right. So, look at it right there. Oh, they're calling me. We are currently looking for the fruit thing. Huh? No, yeah, it's just that I feel like they have to be either somewhere here or there has to be a section.
Where's the frozen aisle?
Well, I guess the frozen aisle is right here. It's, instead of it being like aisles, it's right here on the main floor. So they for sure have to be somewhere like right here. Look, I found them, but I don't see it.
Me neither.
Came all this way for sour grapes. Maybe they're under here. Yeah, I know. Maybe they have some, but they just ran out of stock for today. Well, that was a fail.
To buy them, and I said here.
There's a lot of Whole Foods. Hold up, now that we're here, let me see. They have these. Oh, hey, look at this. Look at this flask. It's an ice flask. Yeah. So, you want to stick around or you want to get out? Yeah, sorry. Hey, but they have a lot of nice pastries. Look at this. Ooh, pistachio Noca cookie?
No.
Oh, Nona, my bad. Lemon cheesecake cookie? Bro, what? Imagine if I were to be a food reviewer, I'll be fat. Well, let's just check. Why don't we check Sprouts? What if they have them there? Imagine they have them there. Let's go check Sprouts, and then I'll check when then we go to Walmart. That's right there. And look for my kettlebells. Oh man, so we couldn't find them, but that's why we're going to a different spot, and we're gonna see if they have the said item that my wife is looking for. All right, so we are gonna go check back home to Sprouts to see what's the fastest way. You know what? I probably am gonna talk in this version. I know I said I really didn't want to talk while I was driving because, well, I'll probably just talk a little bit. I kind of just want to actually talk, because I feel like once I'm inside the stores, my mind just goes blank and I don't want to talk because I feel like people are just staring at me. So I'm just going to talk to you guys here while I'm driving. I already forgot what was the topic. I guess it was just, how to get 4,000 watch hours, which is pretty much just to vlog. Pretty much. It's vlogging, but it's vlogging in an informational aspect, because you're talking, but also you're living your life. Like right now, like I told you guys, our goal was to come here to Whole Foods, get the thing, but they didn't have it. But while all of that is happening, I'm talking to you guys, which obviously it's kind of like a vlog, but I'm also giving you guys information, commentary, and honestly, that's how you get watch time. And obviously you could also get watch time by doing like educational videos. You know, maybe you're doing a tutorial on how to paint or how to cook. You could do that too. But a lot of people, in my opinion, I feel like they also want to see other people's lives. So I was like, you know what, let me just record my life, but at the same time, just document it and just talk about what we're doing, because that's how you let people know, you know, what you're up to, what you're doing in your life, what are you doing, what works for you, some crazy experiences, some crazy life stories. Like I've said many times, like my life isn't perfect. My life isn't like this very amazing lifestyle where it's like I'm going on a Bugatti or I'm skydiving every weekend. Like, no, it's not crazy like that. You know, it's a very simple life, nothing too extravagant. Obviously right now I'm working towards becoming a full-time YouTuber. And once I become a full-time YouTuber, then maybe that's when life will start to change. But at the same time, like I've said many times, I don't want to be this power hungry, money hungry individual. I always want to remain authentic and humble and kind. And I never want to let money change me. I never want to be greedy. Like, obviously we need money. We need money to be able to sustain ourselves, food on our table, roof over our heads, amenities, you know, maybe we want to go to our favorite restaurant. So, you know, obviously those are things that we need. Car bills, internet bills. We need money. It's just a necessity. It's money. But there's a difference between needing money and loving money, right? Like, I don't love money. I need it. And obviously, you know, I would want a lot more so that all of our needs could be met. But I don't love money. I don't go out there and be like, man, I need to make 100 grand because, oh man, I love money. Like, no, that, in my opinion, I feel like is when someone starts to get corrupted. Once they feel like they just always gotta have money, like the love for money. And that's not something I want to be. I just want to be able to provide for my family, make sure they're well taken care of, make sure the people that I love closest to me are taken care of, make sure my friends and family are all taken care of. That's my goal. I just want to be the provider. But I'm working towards it, right? You know, I'm not perfect. It's something that I'm building from the ground up because obviously, like, no one helped me with this YouTube stuff. I started this channel back in 2020, and it's something that I've been working towards on the side, you know, and it's just something that I'm trying to build up. And it's not guaranteed, obviously, you know, because YouTube is not something that's guaranteed. I'm not going to stand here and tell you, oh, yeah, start a YouTube channel and in 2 months, you'll get monetized. Could it happen? Obviously it can, but it's not a guarantee. So, you know, start a YouTube channel, but keep in mind that it's something that you really need to work towards. It's not something that's just gonna, you know, fall out of the sky and be like, you are monetized. Here's your career, a YouTuber. Like, no, it's something that you build up, kind of like a business. That's pretty much what I've learned doing this 5 years on YouTube. No one is there to help you. You kind of just need to work on it yourself. No one is there to cheer you on. Maybe you hear your close family, you know, cheer you on, but other than that, no one else is there for you. And a quote that Mr. B said that, you know, really resonates with me, and it's a very good quote in my opinion. It goes like this, you know, I forgot how to quote. It's like, oh, okay, I think it's something like this. You're crazy. Oh, there you go. I got it. You're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius, right? So let me break it down for you guys if you guys maybe don't know. You're crazy, right? At the beginning of your YouTube career, when you're trying to make it, you have probably 10 subscribers, maybe even 1,000 subscribers. You're not making any money. People are seeing that you're dedicated to this YouTube stuff, and they see it like you're just doing this fun little hobby, and you're doing all this extra stuff to build up your YouTube channel, and people are gonna see that and they're gonna be like, this guy's crazy, he's never gonna make it. And then that's where the second half of the quote goes. You're crazy until you're successful. So let's just say we're crazy enough to keep working on our YouTube channel. Then we make it. we get successful. And now here comes the last part of the quote, then you're a genius. It's not until you're successful that people start to recognize that you are a genius, right? And it's only after the success, because when you're a small channel, when you're a small business owner, when you're barely starting your business, nobody is there to support you. You know, maybe a couple people, but in reality, a lot of people are not there. They're not going to support you. It's not until they start to see the success and they're going to be like, oh, shoot, he's really making it. And then you actually make it. And then all of a sudden they're like, I always knew you got it in you. I always knew you had it. Like, it's only after you're successful where people actually start to recognize what you've been doing. And that's kind of hard. That's kind of like tough, right? Because it's like you only get all these fans once you actually start being successful. But where were all these people or all these fans that are supporting you once you were a small channel? But even then, it's like we need to learn how to just work and be proud of what we're doing. Even if we don't have any support or even if we don't have any fans, we still just got to keep working, because this is where our passion lies. This is where our passion is. So take that as advice. And my wife is looking at me. Enough motivational talk, because if not, I'm gonna make myself cry. Just playing. That's pretty much just my 2 cents. And if you guys agree with everything that I said, drop a like and comment anything else that you guys want to add. I'll gladly read all of the comments. And you know what? My favorite comment, I'll give you guys a shout out. Why not? Start commenting so I can see you guys supporting me. All right, and just like that, we're back home. So we didn't even end up going to Sprouts. We ended up just going to Walmart. And even though we just went to Walmart, I didn't feel like recording in there because you know how packed it gets. And especially my area, that Walmart is pretty ghetto, so I didn't really want to be recording there. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go shop there and I'm just going to come back home and just finish off the video. So as you guys saw, I was just recording my life. Nothing too spectacular. I was just recording my life, shopping with my wife, you know, a car ride home. And that's pretty much everything you need to do if you just want to reach the 4,000 watch hours. You just need to create content. And, you know, who cares if maybe you think it's not interesting? Just record it, because you have nothing to lose. If anything, you're just getting more content out there so that it could potentially, you know, blow up. Like I've said in the past, who knows if that video is the one to take off and to get a lot of views for your channel. So you just need to record. And it doesn't matter, like I said, if people don't want to watch it. At least make content that you're proud of making, right? So to finish off the night, I got a good chamomile vanilla tea. It is still a little hot. I don't know if you can see the smoke or the steam. But this is something I want to do. I want to do a routine at the night where I just drink a tea, because that way it could maybe, this is just the way I think it works. I don't think if this is actually the way the body takes in everything, but I want to just drink hot tea so that it could soothe my stomach or soothe my innards and maybe break down anything. Like through this hot herbal tea, maybe it breaks down any of the fats or something that I'm drinking, because it, you know how it's hot, so it soothes my throat, maybe soothes my stomach. So that's my mentality. But I just want to drink a tea also so I could like put my pinky up, and so I could just feel very exquisite and very just demure, if you guys know the vibe that I'm going for. So it's a little hot, so I don't want to burn my tongue, but let me get a good little taste for you guys. Wow, splendid. That's amazing. Hot tea. I'm not really a big like tea person. I'm always just like hey, give me a sugary coffee and I'm a-okay. But obviously I want to break those habits. I want to maybe do better habits for my life. So maybe if I were to just primarily drink tea, I'll probably feel better, because if you really think about it, it's just water. It's water and herbs. Honestly, I feel like this is very, very soothing to me. So it's very warming, right? It's like a warm house vibes. Like I could be drinking this like under a blanket with fire somewhere in the room, like a fireplace. But let me just drink it again. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could add honey, but I don't really want to add honey because that's gonna add more carbs and sugar to my diet. which right now I'm fasting, so I primarily want to avoid eating those calories or consuming those calories. But look, look, right now, this is just more content that is keeping you guys engaged. And I'm not saying this to brag or to make it seem like I'm forcing you guys to watch my content, but this is just examples of what you could do to just keep your watch time up, right? Create just your lifestyle. I don't care if you, I sound like a broken record at this point, but it's because it's so true. Like, who cares if people don't want to watch? Look, I could bring out my trusty Ice Pop Prime right here and just talk to you guys about why I like this flavor. And that in itself is content. It's me documenting my life about how I feel about this Ice Pop Prime. Now, if you guys want to see my collection, I have way more, but these are just bottles that for me I feel like are very cool. Like I don't have the standard Prime bottles like the red, the grape, the lemon lime, or like the raspberry or the orange. I don't have those colors anymore. I used to, but not anymore. Now I have these like limited edition one. Like look, this is the I Shall Speed one. And I'm not a Prime fan. I honestly, for me, I do like the flavor of Prime. Like I do love the way it tastes. I know there's a lot of people that are like, man, it's too sweet, or this and that, this and that. Personally, I like Prime. And I'm just being honest. I like the flavor. I like that touch of extra sweetness because I have a sweet tooth. So I just like the flavor of Prime. So I just collected like these very unique bottles that they've been bringing out. Like this is, I think, one of the newer ones, the Sour Nova Prime, which really tastes a little soury. You know, it's not like super sour, but it does have that Airheads, you know, type of sour, in my opinion. But yeah, like really, like you just need to talk about whatever it is that you want. Like, look, I literally just dedicated a whole probably minute of just talking about Prime. And that's pretty much all you need to do. And that's honestly going to get your watch time hours up. So if you guys feel like these videos help you out in a way, let me know in the comments if this actually is useful information, or maybe if you guys want to add something on top of what I said, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Or if there's something that you guys want to correct me on, because I know I am not the brightest and I know that I still have a lot to learn in this YouTube space. So if there's something that you guys think I could maybe elaborate more on, or maybe go more in depth, or maybe you guys actually want to correct me on something that I was wrong at, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I truly appreciate every single type of comment, whether it's constructive, whether it's supportive, whether it's hateful, whether it's something positive. Go ahead and drop it down and I'll react to it. I'll look at it and I'll reply to it. I reply to every single comment. So you know what? I think I'm just going to end it there because I don't have a lot to say. It's already 9 o'clock. I need to go to sleep for work tomorrow. To all my coworkers that are watching, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And to all my new subscribers, peace out. Thank you guys for watching.